Hi, my name is Ethan Yorke. You ever feel like you're being bent over and poked by life's big wiener? Well, that's how my life's been the last couple weeks, so I decided I'd make a video complaining about all of my problems just so you can tell me in the comments that my situation is not comparable to that of the real-life forms of Starvin' Marvin in Ethiopia. So without further ado, let's get into my first world problems. Here's an interesting problem of mine that I've had. Recently, I've had a friend move in with me, and he is absolutely the greatest person. I have no issues with him whatsoever. Unfortunately for me, because he's a normal 17, 18-year-old person who knows how to do things, my parents like him more than they like me. Now this made me feel a little helpless, so one day when he was at work, which is another reason why they like him more than they like me, I was like, I'm gonna be productive and I'm gonna learn how to do stuff so I can stop being so helpless. So I went on the wonderful YouTube channel titled How to Adult, and I learned how to do laundry. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Ethan, you are 17 years old, why don't you know how to do your own laundry yet? And to that I say, go back in my previous videos where I explain white privilege. So I do 2 loads of laundry and I feel absolutely great. I'm on top of the world. I finally did something for myself. Only I broke the washing machine in the process. So I get frustrated. I throw some dirty clothes on the ground. I say, you know what? Maybe I'll work on my car. You know, because the friend who's living with me is a car guy and I want to help him out sometimes too. I don't want him to just hand me all these favors. I want to do something on my own. So I went in the garage and I attempted to remove my fog lights. Now, unfortunately for me, and I didn't know this, I was using the incorrect size wrench, so I ended up stripping the bolt to where I can't remove it at all now, and I twisted my arm. So, rip my baseball career, as if that was ever gonna take off. But you know, it's not all bad in my life. I did graduate high school. Yes, the same high school who threatened to sue me with the same lawyers who let pedophiles molest children actually let me graduate. Now, if you don't recall exactly why they were trying to sue me, they said I used slander, which is purposely lying, and said they were poor on the internet. This is funny to me because they came out towards the end of the school year and said, hey, somebody broke into our school and broke some windows, we're going to have to raise tuition if nobody comes forward. So they're going to have to raise tuition for everybody to pay for some broken windows, but they're not poor. But, you know, that's none of my business. So obviously, now that I have graduated high school, that means I am a college student now. And in college, you write research papers, and it's incredibly important to make sure you are 100% grammatically correct, structurally correct, all that stuff. So what we did was write rough drafts and it had a peer review. Pretty simple concept. Unfortunately for me, I got the one person in the entire class who has the most broken English you can ever try to decipher. I have better luck reading Spanish than reading this woman's paper. Even better, she graded my paper and started correcting my forms of there, which were correct, with forms of there that were incorrect, which, awesome! So basically, like, I'm pretty much stuck. I have nobody to help me unless I send it to a third-party source. Also, side note, teachers, I understand that your classes, you know, they have a set length, you know, because you're supposed to have a certain amount of hours in the classroom, but let's be honest, if your class was not meant to take 3 hours, then please do not go on and on and on about stuff that doesn't matter just to fill up the 3 hours. Mother hugger, I got stuff to do. I got a career to build. Do you understand me on a personal level? But one nice thing about my psychology class is that there is this wonderfully attractive girl in my class. I gave her some Scantrons the other day, she smiled at me, she repaid the favor the next day, gave me Scantrons, we smiled and exchanged looks, and it's all good. Unfortunately for me, I can never speak a word to her because she has a tattoo and that shit is scary. Speaking of girls, and this is on a completely dramatic note, I swear I met somebody who changed my entire perspective on life. Never in my life have I met somebody whose personality and physical attractiveness merged so well into the perfect human being. And we actually get along quite well too. We're pretty decent friends for the time that we spoke to each other, and you know what, I was like, oh my god, like, this is the greatest woman of all time. Unfortunately for me, there's just a teensy-weeny problem preventing me from ever being with this woman, and that is the fact that she's in love with my best friend and lives halfway across the country. So, how has life's wiener been treating you lately? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike this video, just report me so that my whole channel goes away forever and I'm never obligated to do these dumb white person videos ever again. And if you really liked it, go to the doctor, because there's something wrong with you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, mainly because I just poured water all over my favorite shirt and it's probably ruined for the day. And I'll see you guys some other time.